Hello my dear friends. In this video I will cover up a trick with you which is actually a method, fork line method. This method is used generally when the genotype gets longer. So such type of questions may come in the NEET examination wherein you will get confused by seeing the longer genotype. This fork line method will help you there. So let's take an example. Suppose they will give you this genotype and they will ask you to find out the number of possible gametes in this case. How will you go about it? We will use fork line method. So we have to separately go to each heterozygous pair. Remember, for this method, the bifurcation, the fork will be made only for the heterozygous pairs. So first I am explaining you by taking all the heterozygous pairs in one genotype. So in this, 4 heterozygous pairs are there. First is this, second is this, third is this, and fourth is this. We will be moving one after the other in the increasing order. So our first heterozygous pair is capital A and small a. We have to write them separately. Then our next heterozygous pair is capital B, small b. So here I will make bifurcation and I will write like this. Here also I have to make bifurcation and I will write like this. So we are done with this. The next is capital C, small c. Again I will make a bifurcation, capital C, small c, capital C, small c. Here also capital C, small c, capital C, small c. Now we are left with the last pair, that is capital D, small d. So again we will make capital D, small d. With each term you have to write in bifurcation. Capital D, small d. Again capital D, small d. Here also you will go in the similar fashion. Right? Make sure you use enough space. Capital D and small d. This is the initial method how you have to make the forks. Then after this, when you will write the gametes, you have to go like this. See, first you will go like this and you will write the gamete here. It will be A, capital A, B, C and D. Then you will move like this, A, B, C and D. So it will make your gamete as A, B, C and D. Then you have to move later in another line. It would be A, B, C and D. You will write the gamete here. So this way you have to go from each genotype and you will write the gametes very carefully. This way I am solving few for you. This way you have to move one after the other. So it will give you A, B, C and D. So this way you will move up and down and you will continue writing till the bottom part. Overall you will find that you have made 16 gametes. Now how to find out whether you have made the right one or is there any gamete that has been skipped? Now in the previous video we have already talked about how to find the number of gametes. Please watch it before coming to this one. Now the number of gametes can be calculated by this formula. N here refers to the number of heterozygous pairs and in the given example 4 is the number of the heterozygous pairs. So we will put in the value of N in the formula and it will give us the value of 16 gametes. Here you have written the genotypic expression of the 16 gametes and the value is also coming 16. That means you have covered each case. Fork line method is very easy to do whenever you get a longer genotype. Even when you get 3 heterozygous pairs, you may get confused. So apply this method there too. Now let's take one more example. Here in this example, 2 heterozygous pairs are seen. This is our first, this is our second, but this is not at all heterozygous because 2 dominant alleles are seen here. So how to apply fork line method in this case? We will initiate with the heterozygous pairs. We will write them separately like this. Then we will move on to second heterozygous pair, which is capital B, small b. So we will write with both the alleles. Now here in this case, what we will do, we will stop it here and we will first form the gametes. So we will go like this. We will write the gamete here, A and B. Then we will move ahead on the second combination and we will write like this, capital A, small b. Then we will make in the downward region also, it would be small a, capital B, and then we will move ahead on the small a, small b, and it will be small a, small b. Now in the end, what you have to do, this homozygous pair will have only one allele. So we will add capital C at the end. And these are the 4 gametes which we will. Now how to find out whether we have calculated the right number of gametes or not? Now see here, the value of n here is 2. Means 2 heterozygous pairs are there. And we know that the formula to calculate number of gametes is 2 to the power n. We will simply put the value of n in this formula and it will give the answer as 4 gametes. Means in the given genotype, only 4 gametes could have been formed and we have written these 4 here. Thank you so much.